is KCAL News Mornings.
Rise and shine. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, March 26th. I'm Chris Holmstrom.
And I'm Kalina Estrinos, and here are the stories we're tracking as you head out the door. A shooting leads to a dangerous pursuit with a suspect's car ending up in a ditch. We are live in Artesia, where the search continues for the people behind the crime.
Plus, a homeless takeover at an RV storage lot could come to an end today. Cleanup is expected to begin, but will squatters actually get out and leave?
And downplaying the fallout, the latest in the explosive military leak as lawmakers demand answers from the White House.
But first, let's take a look at your next weather forecast with Amberly. Amber, off to a foggy start.
Yeah, no downplaying the weather here. Things have changed completely as we head into the afternoon today, and that's because we've been talking about this cooling trend, and we are feeling it today. So we are waking up to some patchy drizzle, some mist, depending on where you live, because that marine layer has thickened up and has become a little bit more widespread. Here's a great shot right now of our next weather sky cam looking at LAX, but I do want to show you our next weather visibility, where you could see the clouds have banked up against our foothill communities, where we are looking at visibility down to less than a mile for the Claremont area, down to less than 2 miles for Burbank, down to about 5.5 miles for the Malibu area, and we do have some fog settling into parts of the Santa Ana area as well. But as we head toward the afternoon, the clouds will gradually start to clear, but take a look at our highs today. We are talking well below where we saw yesterday, so a mix of 60s and 70s. Well, coming up my next weather forecast, it's going to get even cooler than what we're dealing with today as we head into the rest of the week, and I'll tell you just how cool coming up in my next weather update. Kalina.
A little something for everyone this week, which we love. Unfortunately, I have something on the 405 freeway this morning, which we don't like because the 405 is always a mess. Now we have a stalled car southbound 405 just before the 101. The left lane is blocked off here. This is a camera shot with our next traffic camera. Our producer swung it around and was able to find that stalled car. You can see drivers trying to go around it there. So it is still in that lane and still causing a delay. It's about 24 minutes overall from the 118 to the 101, and then we usually start to see slowing continue until you get to about the Sunset exit. So far, that's not the case just before the 101, but I'll keep you updated throughout the morning as well. The rest of LA, lots of red on the 105. I'll have more travel times for you coming up in LA, Orange County, and the Inland Empire. But in the meantime, all lanes of the southbound 5 freeway in Castaic are back open. This is after a semi-truck exploded in flames. You have the video on your screen here. It caught fire just after 9 o'clock last night on Halsley Canyon Road. CHP says the flames were so intense because there was plywood in the trailer. Officers issued a SIG alert, but that was canceled around 2:30 this morning. So again, all lanes back open. Also, at least one pursuit suspect is in custody in Artesia, while several others are still on the run.
Yeah, the pursuit started after a shooting in Norwalk. Let's get out to KCAL News reporter Tina Patel live at the scene with the latest this morning. Tina, good morning to you.
Yeah, been a very busy morning here in this neighborhood in Artesia. Deputies actually just took down the roadblocks and left a few minutes ago, but we believe they are still investigating and still looking for possibly 2 suspects involved in a shooting. Now, let me show you some video because we did see at least one suspect being taken into custody a short time ago. We don't know if he was hiding either between homes or in the backyard of one of the homes here, but we saw deputies searching him. We don't know if he was armed or not. We believe that another suspect was also taken into custody immediately after the car that those suspects were in ended up in a ditch by the 91 freeway. We're trying to confirm whether 2 other people that had been seen in the car were able to get away. Now, let me show you another piece of video because here's what we know about the shooting that happened, that started this all. It happened just after 1 a.m. near Mapledale and Norwalk. It's about 1.5 miles away from where we are. We could see that there were bullet holes in a car, and we could see some people that looked like they had been shaken up, but we're told nobody was injured in the shooting. Now, deputies were in the area at the time. They actually heard the shots, then saw the suspects driving off, so they began a short pursuit, and that's what ended up here in Artesia. As we come back out here live, investigators tell us they are still trying to figure out the